welcome to a conversation with our Amber Grant winner for March 2022. Today, we're speaking with Dr. Jennifer Lay, who's the owner of Lêberry Bakery Donut, and this month's Amber Grant winner. I'm Marsha Layton Turner, and I'm a Women's Net Advisory Board member. So Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us today. And why don't we just have you tell us about your business?
Well, I'm actually a healthcare provider turned entrepreneur and also mother and lover of desserts. So yes, out of selfish reasons for me, because I love desserts, established Lêberry Bakery and Donuts in 2019, a year right before COVID, by the way. And we specialize in I call it mindful sweets. Why mindful? Because we've essentially merged donuts and bakery into one industry and made it 100% plant-based. I don't want to use the word vegan, but essentially that's what it means. And what that means is little to no cholesterol in our treats. And that's what I want to do in terms of changing the mindset of what vegan is. It could be fun, it could taste delicious, and still be healthier versions of what we eat.
What are some of the flavors now? I'm getting hungry.
My favorite flavor, and my son's too, is actually this one right there. Is the cake batter, the pink one.
Okay.
It's a vegan cake batter. Even our sprinkles on top is vegans, meaning it does not contain any eggs, milk, or butter. And it can still taste great. 99% of our customers come in and think, we don't tell them that it's vegan, first of all. We surprise them with that at the end. And when we first had this concept, it's like, okay, no one knows that we're vegan. And then when we went to Donut Fest Los Angeles, this was like 2 months right before COVID. And there were like 20 other donut vendors. So essentially you have to buy a ticket. There were 200 spectators there eating donuts, different brands, and washing it down with beer. And it can taste great. And we won even Krispy Kreme and all the local donuts by a landslide, because people were shocked when we told at the end that we were 100% plant-based. We don't even use the word vegan. Yeah, so we're very proud.
But I would think that you would market to the vegan crowd though, because they're the natural buyer, right? Okay.
Correct. And so the vegan community loves us. Oh my gosh. My partner and a manager who's been in the franchise business for over 40 years, he said he's never seen so much love in a brand. And so it's quite an accomplishment to have because I would never compromise in taste. Oh my gosh, I eat donuts, cupcakes and cakes every day, literally every day. And to just offer healthier versions, I feel less guilty as a mom. I feel less guilty at eating it. The reason why I ventured even down this is because of my healthcare background, and I was diagnosed with hyperlipidemia 5 years ago. And I said, okay, I cannot give up sweets. I got to find another solution to this. And vegan donuts and bakery was the solution.
So you're based in the LA area. Is that your current service area, or do you ship nationwide?
Right now, our first corporate store is in Pasadena, California, which is in the LA County. It's right on the Rose Parade route. So I have so much fun every year. And the nice thing with the city of Pasadena is that there's that diversity. There's, the wealthier side but I call it bipolar in a way, city, where there is that diverse. And I came originally, when I first came to America, I lived in Pasadena in the roughest part of the neighborhood. So I embrace it. I love the sense of community there. So that's why I decided to open one in Pasadena. And it's worked out beautifully for us.
Well, so how did you hear about the Amber Grant, and what made you decide to apply for it?
Okay, with my healthcare background, I'm actually a researcher in pharmacology, clinical pharmacokinetics. And so I've gotten NIH awards from the National Institute of Health for my own research, and I sit on the FDA and AHRQ grant review board. And so I'm very into competitive grants, you can say, and well-established, reputable grants. And so I started visiting different websites, and I came upon, I believe it was the U.S. Chamber of Commerce website, and Women's Net was on it, was one of the grants. Like, okay, I love woman empowerment at this point, especially when we have a vice president who's a woman. So I love being engaging, empowering women. And so I said, okay, let me find out what this Amber grant is about. And when I found out, Women's Net was founded in, I believe, 1998, which is 24 years ago. So you have that longevity of that reputation, and to have the foundation have the foresight to support, empower women entrepreneurs. It's an honor for me to receive this recognition.
I'm so glad you applied. And so now that you've won, how do you plan to spend the $10,000 on your business?
Well, with the concept being so well received and loved by our community, one of the things that we actually do is offer free baking classes and decorating classes for little girls. And I want to continue that. I want to engage the new younger generation to start thinking plant-based. Plant-based is not just about our health. Yes, little cholesterol, meaning it prevents heart disease, healthier versions of but it also is sustainable in the long run using plant-based products. We know about reduced carbon. I'm very into the environment, and I have 2 boys. They just won California Envirothon, the whole state, and they're going international. So I'm so proud, and I want to preserve I love the United States. I want to preserve our not just only culture of diversity, but our environment too. And there's such a need for that right now. I believe in going green. And so I want to use this grant to really market the expansion of our business. So we got approved by the state of California for franchising, and now we're on the SBA directory. So our goal is to just increase access of award-winning treats throughout the United States. I have big dreams. I'm just letting you know, and a goal. And I wanted to grow as much as we can as a franchise, and for a long time.
So looking at 3 to 5 years, where do you think you'll be?
Well, I hope I'll be outside of California at that point, expand to other states. Our focus now is California, but we are open to, we want to do this strategically in terms of hitting the big metropolitan area cities first. And then, but my goal is to have, a Lêberry at every corner where it's accessible to everyone. And at this point, of course, our price margin for vegan it's high compared to regular products, but our donuts are huge, by the way. But my goal, my hope in 20, 30 years, however long as it takes us to grow a brand that is affordable and accessible to everyone. That is my goal. As many stores as we need.
Can't wait to try one when it comes to the East Coast.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. We're targeting that hopefully in the next 2-3 years.
Good. So do you have any advice for women entrepreneurs, maybe aspiring female entrepreneurs? Anything you've learned along the way that might help them?
I think that everything stems from passion. Find your passion. And of course, I eat desserts every day, so that has to be one of my passion. I think everything starts with that. And one thing I've learned in my life is that, of course, I want to enjoy every day, but what drives me, I'm passionate in everything I do. What drives me is the impact on others. There's always a bigger purpose, a bigger reason for me to do things. And for me, my dream would come true if I'm able to have Americans eat healthier. If you have 2 donuts, one that's 0 to no cholesterol and one that has that and it tastes the same, why would you not get the one with little to no cholesterol? And it's friendly on the environment. So that's a bigger purpose for me. And I love that dream, and to mesh that with what I love eating, it's been a wonderful journey for me.
See many years of success for you. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you
Well,
so much.
and thank you so much for taking a few minutes to share your story with the Women's Net community, Jennifer. And congratulations again on being the winner of our March Amber Grant.
Thank you so much.